TGIF, thank God it's Friday. It hasn't been an absolutely terrible week with the robot. It could have been a lot better, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. We look at the account history. So we're down £22, and what happened is that we had quite a lot of loss on the Kiwi CAD. Despite the Bank of Canada hiking rates, the following day we had like a reversal. So we got caught out on that, and the Euro Swiss as well. That was a bit of a pickle because we had lots of Euro Swiss trades, which I think we're going to rectify next week by not having the sell change. We need to do it at time intervals, and then it reduces the risk. It also reduces our profit, but it also reduces the risk, and that's important. We need to mitigate risk. We don't want to be opening several trades for that to go wrong. It's better to reduce, to open minimal trades for them to go wrong, but at least, it's like a swings and roundabouts, isn't it? It will mean that we get less profit, but also mean less loss. Right? So the proof of concept is awesome. It's working on the QDB ranking, and it's using this. So it's opening the trades that are doing well. We have the trading stop kicked in here, which is awesome, and the trading stop kicked in for AU. And it's selling these. Oh, look, the euro pound is now weakest with a neutral score. So that's good for us because that tells us that it can fall and we haven't exceeded ADR. So if we come to, well, if I refresh it, it sends a signal. So we have to query whether or not we want to send another NJ. We possibly could do, and I'll show you. It's quite cool. So we'll refresh this, sort, and it should open at EG. Come to the trade, and might have been a bit late for NJ, so I'll do it by time. There's EG and NJ. So EG can fall. We've got a lot of room left on the day, and we are our weak score, so that should go into positive. Right, there we are. We're just slightly going to positive now. It might be a bit later for NJ, but we're still testing. So currently what's happening is that as soon as that sell changes, it will trigger a trade. Probably might not want to do that because we're seeing a lot of fluctuations between the top and the bottom. It might be better at time intervals, and then it's maybe more manageable. And so EG is now negative. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we'll just see how we go. We've got a very busy week next week, so we'll let the robot run as is, but we'll just change the time intervals, and then that's the only change that we'll make. Okay, so let's have a look at the indices and gold and things. Now the thing is with the indices, we're nearing all-time highs, so we're going to see a lot of jitters, and they are going long on the US 30, so it's like we're going to make a box. We can probably make a box now because we have got the crossover, and that there could be a resistance, and we've got some support here. So the reason for the support is, they're selling it. They sold it here as well, so we can make a box. Basically, we're going to be a little bit sandwiched today in that they sold it and then went long. They're quite in close succession, in proximity. Right, so support and resistance on top of each other, which doesn't really help. But they sold it, box. They sold it, we create a box. They're going long, so we create a box. So whether or not this is going to hold, probably we probably can do because we are a buy at the big picture. Let's look at S&P. And quite looking forward to the weekend. It's been a really long week. I put in so many hours. I don't think you'd believe it. It's actually bonkers. Let's make a box here. Like some days I was doing, oh, it's Alexa. Some days I was doing 12, 15 hours a day, which is pretty bonkers. So that's a support. No, that should be a resistance because they went long. So we did 4 initially, and then we made one here. So we basically just got the sandwich thing going on. Yeah. So yeah, we can't make a box above because we haven't got the crossover. But last time we had a crossover was here. So that was a resistance. Fell slightly, fell again slightly, and then they shorted it. I guess that spike here might have been scary enough to sell it, which they did, so we pumped. So a little bit of a mixed picture here, but currently supported because the last support, it was that they sold it, so therefore it's a buy. So this can hold, and then if this holds, we'll get to all-time high, which should be pretty interesting. And DAX, and we've gone long, so we can make a box here. There, and click OK. So you know, we probably could be below that on DAX, but something that I need to bring your attention to is this level. It's X, A, B, C, D. Now let's draw this horizontal. Oops. Oh God, horizontal line. Now this level here, we're interested in this because that's your X, A, B, C, D. More information in Discord, but we made a harmonic. Can you see we made an M here? And that's the body of the harmonic. We've got also respect here and a respect here. So an eye on 1594. Okay, break that. It could be a good sell, but you'd want to put in a trading stop, I think, because this is likely going to pump, and they're very quick to sell it as well. So that is an important level because it's the body of the harmonic on the hourly. See, we made an M, right? If you want to see the harmonic, you have to check the Discord. And gold. And then that's it for the week. And then we'll have to see how we go next week. I'm not going to get too stressed with the robot. I think I got a little bit too stressed this week. It probably didn't do me any favours. So just late nights and just kind of like getting annoyed with some certain pairs like the Euro Swiss. Because we're testing, I shouldn't really got that annoyed. But we have removed the Euro Swiss out of the equation now. We can make a box here. And then that'll be it. This will be the last analysis for the week. And then we can look forward to next week. We've got so much data next week. And then so we've got basically, you know, 2 supports for gold. This is possibly a stop run. All right. Pretty horrible. I was saying that how we could probably go for a long with a stop here. And that would have got me out at last. You could have had a stop here. That might have been better. Of course, then the R has to be, your take profit needs to be a lot higher. So it's all about the risk management in this in the trading game. And we might be making a sell in so much they're going to go long against the moving average. So if we do, we'll create a box here, and then we'll see some kind of sandwich again. So we were sandwiched, and we might be making another sandwich. That's the top, resistance and support. So possibly we're going to see a repeat of what happened here. And so, and we've got the CPI next week as well. So this is going to be a huge mover, and it will depend what happened with the sentiment. So hope you understand the logic with the EG and how you're looking for sells, because it's at the bottom and we have a neutral percentage change. So you're looking for sells. You're also looking for longs up here, but you might want to look for a retracement. It has moved already today, but we've got more room left in the tank. But this would be a better trade because we haven't really moved that much, and so it's probably a better short. So that's it. So hopefully this helps with understanding how to use the spreadsheet and the QDB ranking and how to enter. And you also can use your daily pivots for your stops. See, where the price is 8582, you could have a stop at the daily pivot, which isn't that bad, is it? It's not far. And if we're above the daily pivot, it's going to get a better score that it will no longer be a sell. Okay, so that's how you can use it. This is your risk management part. This is like the live price, and this is the, you know, the bias. This is the bias, sorry, and that's the live change. All right, so I'll wrap up now, and I'll speak to you guys on Sunday for the COT data. Have a good weekend.